So guys, it's not the first, Mr. Tomley beat us to this, but it's one of the first Mini Maxxes, Traxxas Mini Maxxes in the UK. It's been released in the UK before in America. That's never heard of. Usually, you people in America get it before we get it, but no, we've got it first. So what do we think to it? Let's have a look at what it's like. So we have the famous Traxxas clipless body system there and there. Nice blue shell. This isn't actually my truck, it's Mr. Cameraman's truck, and he does have to have everything in blue.
Yes, my favourite.
It won't stay in that condition for long. I suspect there'll be quite a few scratches. We'll try and drive over with some other trucks. So here it is. Here is the truck in all its glory. You get with it, you actually get a 2S decent Traxxas LiPo. And we know Traxxas LiPos are quite expensive, but they are quite good. They do come with their, what I would say, dodgy connection system. These little wires are one of their weak points, shall we say. They do tend to break. It comes with this. It's a USB charger. We won't be using that. We won't be using that. We've got plenty of other things to charge it with, but obviously it's handy for what you get. You get it with the truck, but it doesn't discharge. So for anyone out there that's just bought a cheap and cheerful truck, the moral of it is don't leave this battery fully charged. You will ruin the battery. Make sure you don't do that. So the other electrics in the car, you have a brushless, the BL2S brushless motor in it, and the brushless ESC should have plenty of horsepower in it. We then come on to probably one of the weak parts of it. It looks big, and it is. It's all 1/10 scale, 1/10 servo, but it's plastic. It is a plastic gears in that, and it isn't very quick. If you watch this. So before we switch it on, here is the TQ transmitter. It's not a TQI, as you get with most other Traxxas things. It is a very basic transmitter. There is no adjustment on it. There's a set button, which I suspect is just for binding it. There's no functions on it at all. There's no gyro in it as well, so you just got to drive it yourself. There's no driver aids on this, but switch it on, pretty straightforward. You can't plug it in backwards. Switch there. It's quiet. There's no fans. There's no weight to it, guys, so it doesn't need any cooling. I suspect that may change by cameraman. He does like his fans. Steering, that isn't bad. That isn't bad, but it's a cheap upgrade. To put a basic 1/10 servo in there, you can get something probably under $30, less than that, which is going to be a lot better. So that would be a first upgrade I think we'll be doing on that. So there is the diddy little battery, 2S, 3,500 milliamp battery. So you should get decent runtime out of that. And the transmission on it, it is gear diffs front and rear, no center diff, no center slipper, so it's all direct drive through there. So you might have to be a little bit careful of that, but there are upgrades. We've seen there's loads of upgrades to this truck, so you can put in a center diff or a center slipper. The shocks on it are only plastic, but they feel quite nice. The rear, they feel quite nice. They would feel okay. I know there was issues with the rear sagging, so you've got these little removable shock collars which just adjust the preload, and that's sitting quite nice. You can get an upgraded alloy shocks for them. Don't really think that's going to be a need for them. The truck is so light that they're blue. Yes, how many weeks will it be before Christmas coming up in the UK? They may be blue by Christmas, do you think?
Not at 70 quid.
A pair?
The first set.
I'll tell you where I bet you can get some cheap shocks for this from, AliExpress. But they will be, well, we won't go into that. So it is a whole new truck. These are all, from what we can see, there's no carryover from any other Traxxas truck. It looks very much Maxx style with the chassis, but it's just been shrunk. It looks like they put it in a tumble dryer and they've just shrunk it. It's just diddy, and it is so light. That is going to be a really good little fun truck. Unfortunately in the UK now, it's dark really early. It is cold. It is minus whatever it is at the moment, and wet and miserable, so we're not 100% sure when it'll get run, but hopefully very, very soon. So watch on, we'll get this running very soon.